Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cappies as we move into the early parts of August. My gods, talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn here? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Capricorn. My guides, talk to me. What's up with my friends here? Nice and quick. Okay, yeah, the card's being a little specific, but there we go. We have this beautiful, nurturing, loving, spiritual type of energy right up front. Okay, there's a lot of beautiful subtleties to this card, extremely spiritual and just loving. So for a lot of you, this could be a very beneficial way to start this week and start this reading. Before we get into all that though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. So we see this beautiful woman dressed in red with that headdress. She is snuggling up to that white dove, that white bird. Now, in divination and in symbolism, white birds generally represent the light side of spirit. So we think of ancestors, guardians, guides, our spirit team, and notice that there's a beautiful connection between these two. So the first and foremost thing I always think about is that of spiritual protection, divine protection. Whatever it is you're going through, whether you're going through good times, tough times, in between times, this is a little reassurance from spirit that, hey, you're being watched over, even if it doesn't always feel like it. But another thing with this card is affection. So some of you might be a little softer around the edges in this time. You might be a little more affectionate, showing your love and emotions to others. Or that could be something that you're really requiring or wanting, right? We're all human and we do crave interaction and especially love from others. So when this card shows up in the very beginning of a spread, that might be something a little elevated in this time. You might need a few hugs, and I got you. I'll give you a big virtual bear hug. But let's just put this down right here. I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I'll get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness going. So let's shuffle it up here one time. Let's see what we got for Cappy, please. While we do, let's talk about last week's reading. And I'll say this, it seems like for the past month, there's been a lot of choppy energies to contend with in the Capricorn collective, whether it's your vibe or things going on around you. Last week's reading was titled A Big Ending, and life is all about beginnings, endings of all different kinds. But specifically for the Capricorn collective, it seems like there's a lot of cycles shifting, and there's like some tumultuous energies around. So we're going to hope for some optimism this week. Either way, we're going to roll with it. You know how it goes. Let's see what we have. And as you know, only take this how it hits for you. Energy is very fluid, never set in stone. And we might be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. So let's get these 3 cards out here for Capricorn. What do we got? So what do we got for my friends? Thank you. Okay. I mean, this could be determination. This could be good. But we are starting off with a little beef, a little conflict here with this 5 of Wands. Okay, it could be fighting against something or towards something or for something. Let's not make too many speculations just yet. That's only one piece of the puzzle. What we got? Okay, we got 9 of Swords. So for some of you, once again, the tumultuous energy is lingering around with the 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords. The fire and air is showing up here. And that's something I've been seeing in a lot of other signs this week too. All right, so we do have the 2 of Swords on the back end. Little mystery, a lot of mental here. So yeah, Capricorn, we're gonna have to talk about all this. Let's go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, the thing I initially notice is on the back end, we have 2 cards of the air suit. In tarot, air represents the realm of the mind, the realm of communication and speaking. Both of these do have some mysterious or surprising undertones as well, like the unknown, the unseen. Fire-air combination, which could be a bit of a spark plug, right? Which could be good. That could be a catalyst for change. It could also be a little volatile and explosive. I always say that. But let's go through one by one and start piecing this together. So position number 1, we have the 5 of Wands. I'm going to give you the positives and the challenges of each. The 5 of Wands, you see the imagery here. It's 5 people that are beating the hell out of each other with sticks. So when I see this card, the first thing I think of is a fight or a conflict of some kind. Okay, whether it's internal conflict, external conflict, This is sometimes like tests from spirit, tests from the universe, like one thing after another, testing your resolve. But a positive of this card, sometimes it could be playfulness and roughhousing, stuff like that. But a big thing with the Five of Wands, just like the Seven of Wands, is it's a lot of determination. Somebody's not going to give up so easy, right? This is a card of someone, whatever you throw at them, they're going to overcome it. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep pushing. There's a lot of determination in this card, which is a very positive thing. Okay, and once again, this doesn't all have to be your energy. This could be someone you're connected to, how they're feeling. But we'll see when we clarify it if it's like internal or external presenting. Moving over to the center, we have the Nine of Swords. I've been seeing this for a lot of other zodiac signs this week, so it's nothing to really be too nervous about. But speaking of nervous, this card can represent that. So we see the imagery of this person, hands holding the face, they're in bed. You really want to make sure you're getting proper rest and relaxation in this time. You could be having sleep issues. You could be having like weird dreams or nightmares, sleepless nights, or just things like messing up your sleep cycle when this card shows up. But it is one of my cards of anxiety, nervousness, like somebody being very much on edge here, but something on the mind. When I see this card, I think of someone who's thinking, like there's a lot going on in their head. Aside from that, when I see this card, there are links to the unknown because it's a card in the nighttime. It's also a card that I link to the paranormal. So you might be extra tapped into subtle energies. Might be seeing things out of the corner of your eye. You might be extra sensitive to unseen subtle energies when this card shows up. So we'll just have to see what that's about. It could be somebody who's like a little high strung or nervous about something for sure. So we'll see when we get down to the bottom of it. On the back end, this is where I feel like it starts to get very interesting. We have the Two of Swords. So once again, of that mental realm here. Now, classically, the Two of Swords, you see the imagery. Once again, a card of the nighttime. This person is hoodwinked. They're blindfolded. All twos in tarot represent being at a crossroads, being at a fork in the road. Do I go left? Do I go right? Some of you might be struggling with a choice or a decision. Might feel a little aimless at certain times when this card shows up. Sometimes it could even be confusion. But once again, with the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, this could be someone who's mentally psyching themselves out about something. But the big thing I always link to this card is that of mystery. The surprising, the unexpected, the unknown, the unseen. Like, that's my main thing. And of course, it could mean those other things I already mentioned. But to me, it might just be something surprising that's quite out of your view. And the clarifier will really clear that up for us when we get to the bottom of it, because maybe it's a shift or a change of some kind. We'll just have to see what's up. But once again, with all the elements, how they're lined up, we have a bit of a spark plug action going on here. That could be a little volatile, could be a little explosive, but I really want to dive deeper on all the Capricorn. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Capricorn friends. Let's see what's going on. Talk to me, my guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Five of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Five of Wands time. Let's see what's up. Why is the Five of Wands here for Capricorn? Interesting layout. I want to see what pops here. Thank you. Okay, yeah. This could be some sort of emotional battle or emotional conflict. We got the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, without a beard, in the upright. Nice. If you're connected to a water sign, hey, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But when we get the King of Cups, generally this is a positive card, especially in the upright. And under a conflicted card here, once again, I feel like this could either be an emotional battle, an emotional conflict, so there may be a warning in conjunction to emotions or even romance. For some of you, you might be having choppy waters with romantic interest. But when I get the King of Cups, I think all kings represent control of their respective suit. When we see this, it's love, it's emotion, it's connection. So some of you, there might be someone you're linked to that's like suppressing how they feel or suppressing their emotions. You might be feeling some very intense things in this time, but you might not be communicating them. You might be communicating them. You might be pushing them down a little bit. So I feel like it's one or the other. We'll see how it progresses as we move throughout the reading. But those are the main things I'm thinking. Either someone's feeling emotionally conflicted, or they're having an emotional battle, romantic issues, or like I said, suppression, trying to push things down or not speak about them. And I mean, people will speak about things all in due course whenever they feel about it, but there's a lot of emotional intensity here. So we're going to keep pressing forward. We're not going to linger there too much. It is what it is. For some of you, it could be a very simple thing, especially if you're linked to a water sign, but let's see what's going on with that Nine of Swords. Could be trying to be a peacekeeper for some of you as well. Like if none of that other stuff here, you might be trying to diffuse something, but let's see what's going on with that Nine of Swords. Really want to get over to that Two of Swords, what this unexpected energy or surprising could be. But why is the Nine of Swords here? Thank you. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse here. Okay. There might be someone or something you were purposely like trying to ignore or not look at. Okay. The Page of Swords to me, once again, we're getting air sign energy again. So we have water, we have air, we have an interesting mixture of energy here. Now pages, they can represent communication. So some of you, this could be big communication issues with somebody. There might be blockages, or you blocking someone, someone blocking you out. There could be a person you're purposely not really trying to speak to when we have this Page of Swords. But if it's not a specific person we're looking at here that's stressing out or nervous about a lack of communication or a mix-up of communication, this page, the Watcher of the Tarot deck, is usually keeping tabs on things. So there might be something you're purposely trying to withdraw from or not really look at or pay attention to. Okay, that's just the vibe I'm picking up here intuitively. Like for some of you, it could be someone you're linked to for sure. But those are the main vibes I'm picking up here. Big possible communication issues, blockages. And then, yeah, like someone purposely not trying to pay attention to it or look at it because it might be bothering them. So we're going to keep moving over to that Two of Swords. See if we have a possible shift of energy here on the back end. Because once again, we're getting challenges, some possible warnings and stuff too. So let's see what's up with that Two of Swords. And once again, this doesn't all have to be your energy. This could be stuff going on around you, right? These could be signifying people you're connected to. So let's see what's up with that Two of Swords. Especially with the page, that could be youth, that could be someone younger than you, going through a tough time. But why is that Two of Swords here? And we'll do our recap before we get into the shadow card. Guys, this feels really good to me. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. This could be an unexpected or surprising change, okay, in circumstance. And I've kind of been feeling inklings of that since the very beginning, especially since it's been so many challenging energies I've been seeing for recent weeks. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is positive to me. Now, generally, this is a neutral card, but under a card of mystery, like whether it is a choice or something, I'm getting a breaking free, or like, aha, now it makes sense. Now I know what I got to do. Now I know, like, or an unexpected change of circumstance. Generally, this card, you see the imagery here, is clamped down. It's a little possessive. It's keeping to itself. So maybe if there is suppression, that dam will break. But for a lot of you, I feel like this could be an unexpected change or breakthrough, even unexpected or surprising. Okay, because when this guy shows up in reverse, it's things opening up, it's things shifting and changing. Because in the upright, it is not moving. This is clamped down. It's a little possessive, could even be jealous tendencies as well. But I feel like this is a very good change on the back end. So for a lot of you, whatever circumstances or issues or things you might be dealing with or not, like I would expect the unexpected in this time, because there could be big changes and shifts of circumstance with whatever it is you're dealing with. Specifically, if the rest of this reading was like hitting for you in certain ways, there could be big changes afoot coming in for a lot of Capricorns. Maybe it'll show us when we get the shadow card, but let's go through. And yeah, if you're struggling with a decision or a choice or which way to go, what to do, there's a big possibility that things will make sense. You'll know what you have to do and where you got to go, which is nice. But let's go through and do a quick recap here, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Five of Wands with the King of Cups himself, our good friend, in the upright. Made me feel a few things. First off, it could be like someone emotionally going through a battle within where there's a lot of ups and downs. Could be having conflicts with a literal water sign here. Issues and romance for a portion of you as well, but a big thing I'm getting here also is that of suppression. Somebody like feeling a certain way but trying to push it down, not speak about it, not talk about it. For a lot of you, maybe this could be someone trying to be a peacemaker or diffuse an issue. But moving to the center, we get a bit of a blockage here, which kind of frees up on the back end. We have the Nine of Swords with the Page of Swords in reverse. For a portion of you, I did say this could possibly be like literal blockages in communication where you either block someone out, don't want to talk to them, or vice versa, or just big issues in communicating. There could be certain things, issues, or whatever it might be that you're purposely like not trying to look at it. Like, I can't look at it, I can't think about it, because it might be bugging you if you really hone in on it too much. That's a big vibe I'm getting here. Or there could be something you're ignoring purposefully. Moving to the back end, though, this is where we get a big shift out of the energy that we've been feeling for a few weeks now. We have the Two of Swords with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like something opening up suddenly or out of nowhere. For a portion of you, if you're making a decision or a choice, it will become clear to you. But for a lot of you, I feel like this could be an unexpected or surprising change in circumstance, okay? Whatever it is you're going through, expect the unexpected in this time, because things could shift for the better. I would claim that energy on the back end because it feels good. Let's get into the shadow card. Please take a screenshot if you want to do more research on those. I'm going to get you one shadow card here just to put the icing on the cake. Let's see what we got in the shadows for Capricorn. Interesting read. I feel like it had a happy ending, though. That's nice. So what do we got for Capricorn, please? And yes, I always like to end the reading off with one of these. I feel like it's a nice thing to do. Go within, look within our shadows, our shadow self. Let's get one card. Or it could just be something you don't quite see. Maybe it links into the back end of this reading. Just take it how it hits. All right, yeah, we do have the Five of Cups. This is a bit of a challenging. Some of you might need a good cry. I know that's an odd message that I don't normally give, but I feel like some of you need to hear it. You know, sometimes like when you have a nice good cry, it's like a good release of emotion. So some of you, that could really be the case. You know, if you're walking around, you feel like you got like a knot or something. But when we have the Five of Cups in the shadows, it is sadness. You know, this card has the nickname of the River of Tears. So the fact that it is here, it kind of links in with the reading itself, where I was seeing an emotional suppression. In this time, it is extra important for a lot of Capricorns to be true to themselves, true to their emotions, and have some sort of outlet for it. I feel like that's the big thing here, because somebody is carrying a sadness. Now, if that's not you, if everything's good, fine, dandy, peachy, this could be someone you're linked to that they're really going through a tough time, so you might need to be a little compassionate towards them. So we're just going to place this down right here, Capricorn. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witches Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.